Beautiful morning. I suppose this morning, probably morning. And I finally managed to get this thing to actually work. As you can see, there are quite a few changes. There aren't as many anti-tanks as there were before, and that's because I didn't really need that many. The artillery guns seem to do fairly well with taking them out. So, final line of defense. Can the Germans break it? Because to be perfectly honest, taking this thing out would be a nightmare. Usually better to send artillery to take it out. But since time is of the essence, they have to take it out as quickly as possible. They have one measly mortar crew here to help them out. Sometimes it's effective, sometimes it gets too effective, and sometimes it's just completely useless. It entirely depends. So, what are we starting off with? Well, here we go. That is 10 Panzer IVs, along with a whole bunch of Grenadiers in half tracks. It's wonderful. Oh, it looks like they have some snipers supporting them as well. This will be quite dangerous. Oh, the mortars are already firing. That's not going to be very safe for the mortars. But it looks like the artillery hasn't zeroed in on them yet. That's going to take out one trooper. So far, the mortars haven't taken out that many. But there's a lot of fire going in against the enemy. That's a whole lot of mortars just firing at tanks. Now, I don't believe they can take out the Panzer IVs. They're not strong enough for that. And wow. That's 3 mortars and just about an entire squad taken out. That's unfortunate. So far the Germans do get a little breathing room. There are only 5 enemy British mortars. These are, I'm gonna say these are 4.2-inch mortars. How many meters? How many centimeters is that? I'm gonna go with about... I'm just gonna go with 12 centimeters. Now that's a little bit too big, I think. And so far, these mortars are doing very well. They're taking a lot of fire from German half-tracks. Some of them haven't been taken out very quickly. So far, the Germans are doing very well. They're not holding back as much as they've done quite a few times. But the British are still very well entrenched and not completely taken out. And I think... No, the German mortars are still up. They're gonna do a lot of damage to the British if those things are still kept up. But so far, fairly good progress. I just realized I forgot about the little links right there. See on the map, there's just a whole lot of German troops coming in. We can't forget the fact that there are German snipers here to take out any infantry that might pose a threat. And there are a lot of German snipers coming in. British, so far, only have, I think, 6 snipers available. So far, the German snipers haven't done very much damage. German artillery still up. But so far, it's only focusing on the left left side. I'm just gonna say left side. I can't think with all this loud shooting. Alright, so here comes more Panzer IVs along with Panzer Vs. At least there should be Panzer Vs, unless they got stuck. Okay, here's one. And here's a stuck vehicle. I'm gonna have to help him along the way. You poor thing. So I'm gonna leave some of these guys alone. So here is the next line of soldiers. These should be, I believe, elite Panzer Grenadiers. They should do slightly better than the last group of soldiers. It looks like those snipers are actually trying to take out the artillery. It's quite brave of them. And those mortars are still up. Those are mortars. Surprisingly, there hasn't been any return fire. Usually they have return fire 1 or 2 times. But so far, no return fire. Now, I have to mention, this was one of the most frustrating programs for me. I thought that the Germans tanks weren't firing back at the enemy. It turns out they were. It's just that they would shoot once, then they would die, or they would just take a long time to try and fire again. And sometimes the artillery would manage to take down the heavy tanks, as in these tanks. I mean, I'm sorry, 150 mils taking them out, which I thought was driving me insane to see that happen. So far, the British left flank is holding very strong. The sniper's not really doing much damage on this side. Some are attempting to attack the howitzers, though. Now, if this game could sport bigger battles, I would have loved to see the entire battle unfold just all the way back over here, and then the battle ending all the way over here. Unfortunately, something like that's kind of hard to do, especially when the frame rate can lower very, very easily. And that's a lot of German troops getting taken out by the artillery. Yeah, those mortars are doing a lot of damage. Tigers are already coming up. I'm hoping that they'll be able to take out at least one of these tanks. Sometimes they do, sometimes they frustratingly do not. And I always just feel like I'm going to lose my mind whenever that happens. If we end up losing all the Tigers, I might help them. Even with some help, that doesn't necessarily guarantee you to win, though. So German snipers already not doing very well with taking out the infantry. They did manage to take out one guy on this anti-air gun. I think this is a 40 millimeter. Is it a 40 mil? Let me check. Yeah, that's a 40 millimeter Bofors. I have to check. How many inches is this? 4.2 inches. It's 2.54 centimeters. That's 4. That's 10 points. Well, it's definitely more than 10 centimeters. Those are very thick mortars, I must say. It's kind of strange to see tanks lifted up like that. Never seen that before. Looks like a lot of the tanks are being backed up over here, though. This tank's stuck, unfortunately, so I'm gonna help you along the way. Well, wait. No, still not moving. There. Should be fine. I'm just helping these guys along the way. It's not cheating. We tried cheating last game, and the Germans still didn't win. Ah, there went another Tiger. This tank's taking a lot of mortar fire. Unfortunately, it's not really taking any serious hits. It kind of does look like it's being shot at. But these tanks are really well dug in. It's really hard to take out a tank while coming up a hill. This is the advantage when the enemy is doing an uphill battle with tanks. That's why you mortar them like crazy. So let's look over here. It looks like they have a Maus and some Jag Tigers coming in to help them out. So I'm guessing they ran out a lot of Tigers. That means they've lost 2 Tiger 2s. So I'm gonna just help these guys out a little bit. Need to level the playing field by taking out one of their tanks. Nope, still unable to see the enemy. Wow, I wonder what took that out. I wonder why I can't aim at this tank properly. If I get any closer, I might end up getting killed. Well, maybe I can aim at this tank over here. Oh, I can. And I hit headshot. See why it's so hard? And it always gives them a chance to return fire. Those 76s are... I don't know why they're able to deal with Tiger 2 so well. So it looks like I actually pierced this tank once. But it's still up, so I'm gonna keep firing at this center. Still nothing. Wow. But the British, those British mortars, they're still doing well. Looks like I may have pierced them again. It's still not complete. Ooh, what? Finally disabled this tank. Good, good. That Tiger 2 actually disconnected. Great, I helped you guys. Looks like they have some more mortar helps. That's another 12 centimeter mortar. This thing's still up somehow. What are you guys even good for? Why are you not doing anything? Oh, that sounds like another tank just got taken out. And these 76 mils, how are they able to pierce Tigers from the front so easily? I'm actually quite surprised. Oh wow. So as to give these guys a little bit of help, I'm gonna have this guy fire at them mortar. Because I've honestly never seen them not fire back at the enemy. A lot of the mortars are still up. Oh, well, one of the mortars are still up. This mortar might, and actually it's damaged. Yeah, I'm not gonna see that one firing anytime soon. So since this is damaged, you're gonna have these guys pop out. You guys, go ahead. Help defend. You guys must defend. Oh wow, they actually took out one soldier defending this point here. But that's it. They're still having a lot of trouble taking these guys out. So how's their Moss? Where are their little tanks here? Their Moss. Was it taken out? I'm hoping that their Moss has not been taken out yet. Okay, it hasn't been taken out. It's actually firing at the enemy, I think. Probably. It's still got tires here. This Moss is being bald and stupid. Oh, that's just sad. I think this gun may have shot at it. This gun may have shot at it. That thing can very well take out this Moss. Yeah, but that Moss is disabled. I'm probably mispronouncing it too, Moss. Maybe that's why we're losing. I'm mispronouncing everything. Maybe it's mouse. Maybe it's catfish. Maybe I'm just mispronouncing it. It's meant to be called catfish. So far, the elite Panzer Grenadiers are still fighting. Don't see any veteran Panzer Grenadiers. Are these the SS? The SS. These aren't SS. Oh, there are a lot of tanks in here. There's still a Moss alive over here. What are you doing there, sir? You are stuck. That's why. I will help you along. Stop that. There we go. Whoops, I may have screwed up there. Okay. Okay, should be fine. Got a lot of troops still attempting to move. Man, these tanks though. It's really sad that these guys can't seem to shoot at the tanks. They don't seem to know who to shoot at. They either try to shoot at these artillery guns, which is fine. Oh, it looks like this one just got disabled. Which is fine and all, but really, they're not going to get anywhere if these tanks don't start shooting at the other tanks. They're actually going to be in a lot of trouble. Wow. What are you doing? Look, you are an anti-tank gun. I expect you to shoot at one of these tanks. See, I don't always have to help them out. I don't always have to. But sometimes I do have to help them out. And it's frustrating, because I don't know, it's just frustrating. Well, maybe I can take out this tank over here. Let's see. I really can't get through. I'm stuck. So where's that other mouse? I actually don't see it anywhere. It appears to be right here, trying to shoot at artillery gun. I don't want you shooting at an artillery gun. I want you shooting at that tank right there. Did you take it out? No, it's still slaughtering innocent troops. So I'm gonna help you guys out. And then, hopefully, we will take out the other tank. There we go. So I'm going to tell you to go over there, and we're going to advance the battle. And you'd think that they only have one anti-tank here, but no. They still have these guys. And this guy who disabled the moss. Actually, is that thing empty? I think it's empty. It is empty. Wow. It's been unmanned. To keep you alive. Let's go ahead and maybe have you head over here.
We got company.
For some reason they can't peek through those peepholes. A lot of German troops that we're eating here. Yeah. I'm really not liking the sounds that are going on out there. Now this is supposed to be a depot, or not so much as a depot as a supply lane, and also an area to send troops back home, including dead troops. And a lot of people died in this war. I don't know what this tank's doing, but he should be taking those guys out. He's literally right in front of you. And this tank looks like it just got disabled. No, not disabled, but it did take out a few crew members. See, this tank is incredibly off. I mean, not tank, but this fortress, it's incredibly off. I actually kind of want to get rid of all of the anti-tanks, or the heavy artillery. I mean, not the anti-tanks, all of the tanks. Just get rid of those and see how the infantry would fare. Just the infantry. This Moss is still alive. This tank right here is focusing on other enemies. So why don't you shoot at that Moss? See if you can take that thing out. Maybe you'll have a wonderful day. See, it just got the gun just got disabled too. Looks like it's, yeah, it's completely destroyed. See that? They still have quite a bit of MG gunners available, but it looks like one of those other tanks just got taken out. It's weird though, I should be having a lot more troops coming in. I need to check. Oh, this isn't activated. Oh, it didn't matter. It's not like I used them last time anyways, but honestly, I swear there were a lot more Germans last time. But I guess... Huh. Well, since they were supposed to have a little bit of extra help, I'm going to go ahead and send them in. Alright, here we go. The Waffen-SS. I believe there's... I really don't think you'd see an actual Waffen-SS wandering around here, but they should be able to pierce this area. There's still some tanks available here. I should help them out somehow. Ah, looks like that one's damaged. That one's totally destroyed. There's another heavy tank destroyer that is facing the wrong way. Actually, I should probably have as many people try to take this thing out as possible. Go on, take this tank out. You know you can do it. They have taken out the majority of this artillery. But seriously though, I really want troops to manage to get inside, because I remember there was this one time they just completely overwhelmed the British, and they still had tanks around. But I actually think at the time I'd actually changed things up a little bit, but apparently I didn't save, so we ended up with this. Last time it was completely different, and I'm actually surprised that I didn't save the scenario properly. So unfortunately, it's just going to end up like this. Why is there a German right here? Take that thing out! It's literally right in front of you! And he's going to injure himself, and that tank's still going to be alive, surprisingly. Oh, it's practically empty. So, to make things a little bit easier for the troops, we're going to get this guy to get out. Then we're going to have the troops attempt to get inside. So far, they're having a lot of trouble getting in. They've managed to take out the outer defenses. Looks like these artillerymen are going to have to get out, help defend. This one's empty. They have actually gotten a lot of kills in. This one unfortunately got taken out early. This one I think took out a Moss. A lot of tank kills from these artillery guns. Unfortunately we can't check how many kills that one had. Wow, look at that. There are actually still people defending inside here. Snipers gun zeroed in. Snipers attempting to take out this anti-air gun, this 40 mil, whatever the hell you call it. This 50 cal's having a little bit of fun taking out these German troops. This thing's still up. Germans still having trouble getting inside because of those 40 mils. So I'm going to do these British a favor, and I'm going to turn off... I'm going to turn on free move. Here's the commanding officers here, and a radio man. It looks like they're unable to get any help at all. No air support. It looks like that bow force has finally been taken out. Germans are throwing grenades inside. A lot of British commandos are really trying to take them all out. Well, looks like this thing has not actually been disabled. I'm actually quite surprised. Not that many German troops left. I actually only put less than 100 off on FSS. There's supposed to be around 200, but I didn't put that many. Snipers still attempting to take these guys out. Looks like this force is still up. So the Germans have attempted... no, they haven't attempted to get through here at all. I don't see any British troops on this side. There are a lot of defenses inside. Ooh, some British troops are hiding inside this artillery fortress. This artillery fort. I don't know how you're supposed to call it. Bofors has been disabled once again. Still some British troops. Oof. That guy's really wrecking the Germans right now. A lot of tanks just standing around here. Wait a minute. Oh, it's dead. Never mind. I thought it was still alive, but it wasn't shooting at anyone. Did they finally take out that British soldier? They did. But they just haven't yet made it inside. So they're in a little bit of trouble. They do have to take control of this British fortress. It's very crucial to the Allies that the Allies keep and hold this place. Normally, if a fortress like this was being attacked, some help would come, but I guess maybe a port town, or maybe the Allies are just being held up someplace else. What? What was that? I have no idea what that was. Okay, there are a lot of troops over here that I really want to get moving. No, I can't select them. Hang on. Ooh, where are all ATs? Where are all the ATs going? By the way, there's a German officer over here observing the battle. I don't know why this guy's just standing around. It's Franz! Franz, what are you doing? You should be helping these troops take over this place. Still a couple of British soldiers here. Just gonna turn that off. Just gonna set you guys over there. Wow. These guys are really holding every inch of ground of this fortress. They still have some Panzerjägers. They're still alive. They're kind of useless right now. They disabled everything on the outside. Even the tanks over here. Even though I did have to help them a little bit, but I guess that was inevitable. They still lost a lot of their troops anyway. So usually by now they have more troops. They're supposed to have 200, so I'm going to give them like 50 more troops to help them out. I hate it when I forget to save a certain area when I just start recording. I would start over, but I'm not interested in starting over. I'm interested in, you know, I'm not perfect, and I just really am not interested in restarting a recording. I just restarted recording anyway. It's just one of those things where you finish it at night, but you just end up not being able to get anything done. Ooh, a lot of Germans attempting to get through. Germans are throwing grenades inside, but still, so far, they are unable to get inside. Looks like they did take out one British soldier. Ooh, the Germans are running in like crazy. Oh, that nade's going to take out that gunner. Oh, that's going to take out a couple of German troops as well. Ooh. Looks like this emplacement's just been taken out. That Bofors has not been disabled. But it looks like the British officer is in a little bit of trouble. They do have a commander here. What's his name? For some reason it's not displaying his name. But that's a commanding officer right there. And unfortunately that German soldier will be taken out. This guy's gonna miss quite a few times. That's some stormtrooper aim right there. But he finally takes him out. Waffen-SS are still rushing in, even though they're suffering extremely heavy casualties. That Bofors is still alive, taking out as many soldiers as they can. I might want to help these guys out. Maybe get a British soldier to get on that gun. Oh, he'll just get shot dead. Poor guy. And I'll finally take out this guy. Only 2 officers are left alive. It's a little bit troublesome. But it looks like they're trying to take over the next area. Ooh, sounds like a tank is firing at this guy. Oh, and they'll finally take out the Bofors. Ooh, they're gonna be attacked from behind. Someone was suspecting them, apparently. Still a lot of German troops, though. 4 guys are going to attempt to come around. Oh. This guy's not playing around. He knows that they're trying to flank them or from the side. I don't know what you're focusing at, but you should probably shoot at that guy. Do you not see the enemy right in front of you? Oh, he just took out 3 guys. There are not as many manned areas as there were before. That's unfortunate. They just took out all the commanding officers. They have no one left to tell them what they need to do.
Take cover.
But as of yet, the British still control most of the fortress. Perhaps I should encourage them, encourage the Germans to help out. Let's go ahead and tell everyone to get out. They need to help the Germans take over this place. I'm surprised that thing's still up. Those guys will have to attempt to get inside. Let's see if they can do so. One final push.
We got company.
Wow. There's a lot of bloodshed. Germans almost taking it. It looks like they're... Doesn't look like they're gonna be able to. So for some reason these guys are crawling. You don't want that. Why would you want that? You're just gonna die as you crawl inside. Oh, is that another British soldier? Nope, that's just a sniper. And that guy was just... Oh, uh-oh. Oh, he survived a grenade! Wow, the center is still under British control, but that sniper's... he's going to die. Center is still under control. The medical area is still under British control. I'm pretty sure this is a British win. This is a very incredible British win. Despite taking heavy, just getting attacked very heavily. It looks like this tiger still survived too. It looks like a couple of tigers, some yak panzers have survived. They might want to take those back, because these guys are going to have to pull out. Waffen SS. There's still some Germans alive, but honestly, I don't think they're going to be able to take this. Uh-oh. Looks like some more British soldiers are going to try to push. Sorry, did I say British? I meant to say German soldiers. German tankmen. Let's have these guys going. Maybe they might do something. Or they'll just die. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. That's... Wow. Look at the carnage here. I want to get a little view of the amount of death and destruction that happened. Look at that. This is good for a screenshot. It's now nothing more than a graveyard for both British and German soldiers. Unfortunately, the Germans weren't able to take this place out. Well, not necessarily take this place out, but they did disable it, I suppose. But the goal was to control this area. It has a lot of ammo, a lot of ammunition for tanks, some repair station, radio tower to contact allies. You'd think that the allies would come to help them out, but apparently they didn't want to. It's really unfortunate. But yeah, Germans lost. Trust me, they did win last few scenarios. They did win a couple of scenarios before. Unfortunately, they weren't able to this time. But that's life. I mean, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. So anyway, that's all for today. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe for more. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and good day.